Alright, here we are taking a look at the price action outlook for January the 10th, 2013. Quick scan of the daily charts here. Plan wise, things worked out. It was a little rough today, and really the problem is, like I said, stick and move till around the third week of January. So you're either taking those daily trades and walking away from the charts, or you're getting involved in the session type stuff, which could overcomplex things. And I just want to make that very clear. We had an exercise in the room this morning that was very, very unorthodox. Something that was not you guys probably didn't expect. And I would like to continue that. We had a couple people talked about they enjoyed that, had good feedback, but wasn't able to get a good sense of what some of the other people felt in the room about that. So, everything I said in the room, I'm not going to repeat right here on this daily video going out across YouTube, but I meant everything I said as far as where you want to get to, and this is the way to do it. And there is a method to that madness, it may have seemed like, and you're going to learn over the next couple of days as we progress through that exactly what that is. So let's just continue on and go ahead and stick to the charts and take a look at what price action is showing us. Alright, looking at the Euro USD daily chart. At this point, we didn't get the 2-day long. The long off the green area, obviously, a couple days ago, that worked out. But the short was the key in the London session. Okay. And if you did that, you actually came up with some decent pips, right? The subsequent long, however, did not really do as much as we had thought and anticipated it would on the charts. So let's take a quick review. We're going to use the pound today, and we will spend a short period of time on that. Taking a look at the hourly chart, couple opportunities presented, and there was pips to be made, but it was really tight. Taking a look at the 15-minute chart, okay, that's as pretty as a pig, right? Possibly wearing lipstick. I don't really see anything going on here at this point, if you get my drift. But if you recall what I just said, I think the pound is going up. Now, whether or not it goes up in Asia is going to be determined on your plan, okay? The daily plan here for me is to reshort the 5 EMA area around 60-69 on that. So, you take the scalp to the north side if you like, or just simply wait on the short and make sure you don't just take the short. I don't think this is the proper level to just take it, okay? And I know we had a break here, but wait for a price action entry at least on that. I don't think it's a trade that you just take seeing a little red. So, all right, let's move into the euro dollar and take a look at that. Really, they're pretty much the same play. I feel the euro could stall out really around this 30.50 area, and it might be purely a London and New York play. So. As far as the Asian trading going, that goes, I would rather see this happen. I think that's your more optimal choice sort of setup. And at that point, it's not going to be a lot of pips, but take your profit, okay? Let's look at that real quick on the 15-minute chart for the Asian traders. And, going up here, high or low to here. If you trade Asia, that's all the pips you need a day, right? But I don't think it's the most choice setup, okay? But it may very well work out. And, continuing the shorts after that. All right. Quick peer of the Aussie dollar. And to repeat the things, the same thing I've said for weeks now. It seems like weeks, but it's really been about, 6-7 days? It's blue level. I've changed it out for purposes of boredom for one, Second, it's a mental pivot point. This is an intuitive line that I have sensed, that is going to be key. And I'll go into more detail on that particular thing as you guys see what we started today in the room with the intuitiveness and how professional traders become professional traders, and how shortly, in very short order, you're going to be a professional trader if you're not already in the FXR room. That's the key here. It's not about it's not about getting all the pips. It's not about every move. It's not about taking every scalp, swing, spot, position. It's about being a professional trader, which is simply getting your daily bread, knowing what you need a day, building that account up, and that increases over time. Okay? The conservative approach. There's many opportunities for less conservative entries, and I discussed quite a few of them during these sessions in the London and New York time of day. But you'll hear me quite often say, I'm not taking it, but here you go, you could try this. But if you recall what we did in the room, hopefully everybody receiving this video, I think there was one or two people that did not show up. I did not record that particular exercise, but we're going to continue it. And within 3 months, I have a really good feeling about what you guys are going to be able to tell me what's going on with the market. So we'll see how that works out. We're going to be using some other stuff to go along with that as well. So same thing here. I'm really not interested in shorting. I do think it's going to go down right now in the Asian session. So if you're trading in Asia, I think you're going to get break even here. And at this blue intuitive line, which will turn into a zone likely soon, you should really look at the price action rejection or continuation at that point on the chart. So moving forward, we're going to take a look at the Euro Yen. I tell you what, 113.20, close enough. Yes, we want to pull back. Everybody wants to pull back to 112.40 or 111.90. Everybody does, right? Fact of the matter is, keep doing the lower high situation, and you're going to keep making pips until that's broke, right? So a subsequent break of this area, this little green zone, right, and then a lower high, that's the optimal way to get into this trade, or to wait on the next daily entry. Okay, now on the short side here, we're at the top of the zone again. I would like to see it go ahead and come up here, give us a similar sort of price action rejection as this one, and head down. So but by no doubts, the long is the bias, and it's been working out, and it's plain as day to see on this chart what's happening with that. The dollar and the yen as well, and we'll see how that plays out. But this Euro Yen has been very nice. I still believe that within 3 to 6 months we could see 122 and 115.50 coming up pretty quick, right? 117 is that next level, and then after that it could just really just shoot, because I haven't found a lot of support and resistance between those areas. So we want to get in before that and just ride that up. We don't want to try to jockey into a fast moving position using some kind of like 1 minute chart theory with mysterious lines and so forth. Keep it simple, right? Taking a look at the oil chart. I mean, this is fairly uncommon for oil, ladies and gentlemen. This is daily chart here, and I don't believe it would do you justice for me to tell you to short or long this and really to get into this right now, because now we are really capping out at this point, and I think it's nothing more than it breaks either way, and we take the retest continuation. And it's as simple as that. There's nothing more complex on oil right now that is higher probability that I see on the chart. Alright, Yeah, you're odd. Obviously, we're using this for correlation, and the pound New Zealand dollar. We brought this up for a particular trader in the room, and he did pretty good on that. I'll tell you what. But we'll switch that back to the euro pound. That's what we want to keep it on. But there was some talking about the New Zealand dollar, and maybe we should be looking at that and so forth. So I'm open to that, and let's see how it goes and peer into that, because we are going to have some New Zealand news coming out here fairly soon and over the course of the next week. So I'm not at all against that, especially when the Aussie is stuck in a rut. So the Aussie and New Zealand dollar may even be something we will look at. So, there's a lot of opinions going on with this chart here, and this is your dollar index chart, right? Using the live tools to draw on the chart. And, first thing I see is this. Alright, second thing I see is this. Third thing I see is this. Now, where is the level at? 80-60. Okay, we're in the red zone. We could pop up to the blue. Now, I'm not expecting this for tomorrow's session. Okay. Not at all. I'm expecting this to come back over and the dollar to get weak, and we're going to get a little bit of opportunity there on the euro. So the key question is the dollar index going to provide the correlation that I think a lot of people put too much faith in, or are we going to be looking at the euro pound and the euro odd and some of the other charts to correlate that? All right, so I'm not going to assume that this is going to break here, this price action level. When it breaks, it breaks, and that changes the plan based on the candle close, whether or not it can, the close happened within that. Okay, so I hope you guys are getting a good sense of when to use the dollar index and when not to. I don't think it's as important as people put weight on it at this particular time in the market. At this particular time in the market, and that's the key point. Okay, moving forward, we're going to take a look at gold. Obviously we're waiting on the next daily pin bar, next daily price action signal to go long. Daily bread happened again today. Okay, 4 hours chart. You're able to get some pips out of this. Okay, into the red zone, 1663, and it's still for me at this point. I tell you guys, we could scalp this to the point of 60 to 80 pips a day, and I feel pretty good about like 75 to 80% winning ratio. And if you guys want to try something like that, I'll give you some suggestions, but I'm going to be waiting on that daily signal. Alright, moving forward, just a rescan of everything else basically. Right. Dollar index, we break this or not, we go to the next level. Of course, what does that mean on the majors? It's going to mean that the short will continue. And I believe that the lack of volatility that we've seen the last 2 days on these pairs is it's a little bit disheartening as far as trying to trade in the London session and be getting on the mic and explaining things and so forth. But there's been a lot of other good discussions, at least coming from my heart, to let you guys know that I'm here to help you guys fish for yourself. And there's some discussions on some other things we were doing, which will be talked about soon enough. But the key really is to fish for yourself. And if you're not quite sure what kind of trader you are yet, go ahead and take 20 trades only off the daily chart. Okay? These daily price action outlooks. Take it, put your stop in the proper place. Okay? If you need help with that, I'll help you with it. But we've discussed where stops should be. This is a fairly simple process as far as stops go. Shouldn't be a lot of question about that. But you can send me an email. I'll be glad to take a look at maybe a trade plan that you have set up for that day. And just realizing that if you post it in the discussion boards on the team, don't worry about it, because we're all a team and we're all looking to improve our trading. Even myself, as you see, I've changed the complete chart structure I use, literally with the snap of a finger, and my profitability has went up astronomically at this point. So a lot of that has to do with taking a lot more conservative type entries. There's a sense of, I guess the word would be responsibility, to show you guys the proper things to do, the more high probability stuff. And it's not going to be right. We're gonna lose trades. I mean, that's the fact of the business. But so far, it's been very good, and I think it'll be a blessing to a few people that I've talked to that are subscribers that are looking to do some really nice things in their life and get away from the charts. So I'm hoping to help you guys with that, so you can go out and pursue those endeavors to better the humanity. So. Alright, that is your daily price action outlook for January the 10th, 2013.